Get deep on these hoes. You know what I mean? Get deep on them.
Yes. It's the Talk That Real podcast. Episode 140. One James Hasty.
1 Mike Allstott.
He was 40.
Yeah, he was 40. Yeah.
Big fullback. A position that's becoming non-existent.
Boy, that mug is obsolete.
It's only two.
Obsolete. Who's a fullback these days?
Mike Burton is one.
Whoever the hell that is.
He used to be the fullback for the Chiefs before last year.
Okay.
And then I think he went to Denver or the Chargers, one of the two.
Playing fullback?
Yeah, playing fullback still. And then Usek for the 49ers.
Usek still plays?
Yeah, his wife is the one that designed that coat for.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Brittany had, not Brittany. Yeah, Brittany. Yeah, Brittany and Taylor.
Yep.
And everybody started copying now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody in Kansas City came out and said they been making jackets after that.
Yeah. Now everybody want to do the coats. I mean,
right, yeah.
Shout out to y'all doing your thing. I am not a hater. Do your thing.
Exactly.
I am.
A lot of them jackets been nice.
I like the jackets that don't have the name and the number on it. I hate it when, I ain't gonna say hate, that's a strong word. But they seen that design.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people started doing that same design.
The design was fire, though.
The design was fire.
I seen some people hating on the design.
The design was dope. Some people trying to say it wasn't all of that.
Relax, come on now.
And then Grind Addict, he has a jacket that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's fire. But I don't like when people have to tear down to big up. And he didn't do it himself.
Yeah,
He did. I just seen somebody post his jacket.
Oh yeah,
and they was like, "Why y'all jeffing this jacket and all that?" You know, Grind Addict has a jacket and his is just as much quality and good. I'm like, you know, you don't have to tear down their jacket to promote it.
Both of them can be dope.
Both of them can be dope.
Matter of fact, I seen them. Both of them are dope.
Because
two things can be dope at the same time.
He's the one that made that Kansas City versus everybody. The one that Patrick Mahomes' daddy had on.
I seen that one. Yeah,
I'm like,
it's fire.
That mug is fire.
Yeah.
You don't know reason to tear down one.
Exactly. They both fire.
Both dope.
Like, it's okay. Like,
I get it. Everybody's seeing this jacket and start raving about it.
Sure.
And like, why y'all raving about this? Support somebody from the town.
Well, I mean, the thing is that jacket was on national TV.
Right.
So it could be that a lot of people hadn't seen the KC versus everybody jacket.
I mean, and he been getting people mess with Grind Addict heavy.
Yeah,
You know, like before the Kansas City versus everybody jacket. He been
Mm-hmm.
doing his thing out here. Period.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Shout out there, everybody in Kansas City doing y'all thing with y'all designs and y'all clothes.
100%.
It's enough money for everybody.
Listen, dadgum, it's enough money for everybody.
It's enough money.
They print money like crazy, but it's out there.
One thing I like about the Grind Addict thing, where he is over everybody else, his is original.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody else seen that jacket get all that love and start trying to go and make something complimentary to that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, do your own thing.
Yeah, do your own thing. It's all good.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? Copy if you want to. It's fine.
It's all, man.
Listen, it's totally fine.
Hey, whatever make you your money, make your money.
Don't they say copying is the highest form of flattery?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Something like that.
Don't they go something like that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
you know. I mean, I guess we're all influenced by something that's already
exactly 100%. Yeah, and that's okay.
I mean, from rap styles to cadence, all of that is influenced by
absolutely somebody.
100%.
Yeah.
So yeah,
how your week been, man? You sound better.
I feel a lot better. I still got a little slight cough with it just here and there, but I feel way better.
Yeah, I was getting sick, nigga, and I blame you.
You should.
Nah,
you probably should. If that's the truth, then you should.
Yeah. I really think it was just allergies.
Yeah,
allergies,
that's what
sinuses, all that.
I kept trying to take like cold, man. I wouldn't get no better, and then I took a couple of sinus medicine.
Okay, yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
there it is.
Dried it right up. I was like,
there it is. Mm-hmm.
Thinking about over dying from a cold.
Yeah,
and I had a little sinus problem.
Right, exactly.
On, right? You know.
That was an accident. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that out.
And they like the change of the weather, the pressure, and all of that.
Yeah,
type of stuff,
exactly.
Come into play. So
right, 100%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So man, let's get into it. How your week been? Your week?
Good, man. Good. I mean, it just started Monday, or does the week start on Sundays?
I don't know how people count. Some calendars you see start with Sunday, some start with Monday.
Yeah,
I'll say Monday for me. Like that's when I go to work. That's when the week starts.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's been cool so far.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I can't complain at all. Work been cool. Life been good. What can I say? You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Can't complain.
I have no complaints.
Mm-hmm.
Like, taking it day by day.
Exactly.
Just trying to grow and be a better me.
Come on, there you go. Come
You know
on
what I'm
now,
saying?
man. Clap it up for you. Clap it up for those of us who are trying to be a better us.
Right.
Speaking of which, I got my next therapy session with my new therapist Thursday.
How often you going? Every other week?
Well, it's too expensive to go every other week.
I was thinking about going back just once a month.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell them like, yeah, we're gonna do this once a month. And I get it because we just started like 2 weeks ago.
That's what they like.
So we want to build some rapport, you know what I mean? And I mean, like, that first session was dope.
Yeah.
It was real dope. Like, dude was super cool. I mean, he asked a bunch of questions, a whole lot of questions, just to kind of see where things is at, where I've been, where I'm at now, stuff like that. But it was good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got another appointment with him Thursday. I like it. I think I'm going to stick with him for a little while.
I'm with it, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go to therapy.
That's what I'm saying. We are advocates for therapy over here.
Absolutely.
Go. We all need a little, you know what I mean?
There's
check
no
up every
such
now and
thing
then.
as this is just the way I am.
Man, listen, real talk.
Oh, this is who I am.
Real talk, yeah.
Dumbest statement ever.
And if you are, you need change.
You're like, no, you've been influenced by something that has happened in your life.
Man, real talk.
Good or bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what people say. They always
100%.
want to use the thing that's just the way I am when it's something bad. Like,
yeah.
Like, no, your good things that you like, love, make you happy, all that's influenced by something else that didn't happen.
Absolutely.
Like,
100%.
So it's good just to unpack all that stuff.
At 100%.
Understand
totally
thyself.
Agree. Exactly.
Try to understand thyself out here, man.
Get you a therapist, young men and young old women, men, all of y'all.
All of y'all. We all need it. We are in need.
Hey, facts. Real talk.
So this person is in need.
Okay.
So let's talk about what will we do.
Okay.
If I can find it.
Uh-oh. Lost it.
Yep, I lost it.
And I'm sipping this too fast. I'm gonna have to slow down.
Slow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on here. Have to slow that down.
It says, "Please help a sister."
Okay.
Please help a sister.
We gonna help you.
We gonna try. I don't know. She says, "My husband was a virgin when I met him.
Oh, that's great.
And we didn't have sex until we got married."
Man, clap it up for y'all. Clap it up for y'all.
Good job.
Man, clap it up for y'all. That's good stuff.
But for 1 year now,
I've
been struggling in the bedroom because he cannot satisfy me in that way.
Oh, no.
I don't know how to tell him because I don't want to hurt his feelings as well. I want him to make me feel like a woman.
Oh, he ain't making her feel like a woman.
Please, any advice will go a long way.
Well, I would ask, how does one make you feel like a woman? Shouldn't you already feel like one?
She's probably saying he doesn't make her feel desired.
Oh, okay. Very different thing. Ugh.
And everybody wants to feel desired.
Oh, yeah.
She probably wants him to make her feel sexy.
I wonder if it's because I think a lot of times with women it starts in the mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I wonder if he's stimulating her mentally.
Probably
first
not.
of all. Just straight up.
I mean, saying probably not. Because the physical aspect of sex is very important.
Yes.
It
is
it
very,
plays a
very
thing.
important.
But definitely for a woman, and men more than most people think,
okay,
the things that happen outside of the bedroom play a significant part.
1,000%.
And I always say that for men more than what people think, because they just think that we see
cavemen.
Yeah.
In
a lot of cases,
Did
yes.
Sean Lee say that to us when she was here?
Yeah.
We should just be able to just go whenever.
Just go with it.
Like we cavemen,
Neanderthals. In some ways, true. But chemistry, vibe, passion, that mental foreplay.
Yeah. All that
plays a part to make what actually goes down better.
Absolutely.
And maybe that's not, and maybe, I mean, he's a virgin. He was a virgin.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Maybe to keep himself.
Yeah.
He never involved himself even in that portion of things.
Yeah.
So maybe he don't necessarily know how to talk freaky while his lady at work to warm her up.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he trying to get in the car cold. He ain't gave it the start. He ain't let it warm up a little bit.
Real talk. Yeah.
He ain't got the juices flowing.
Man.
So maybe he's
all pun intended, by the way.
Lacking there.
Yeah.
And stimulating her mind, a little mental penetration, my fella.
Mental penetration.
Hey, listen, it's a real thing.
Hey, it is though. No, it really is. It really is. It just sounds funny. Mental penetration.
Mental penetration. You got to stroke it. You got to stroke the mind.
Yeah. Stroke her ego.
Yeah.
Women like their egos being stroked, just like men like their egos being stroked.
You gotta
stroke her ego, man.
Stroke it, like turn her on,
and
make sure you're helping her out. She ain't crazy tired.
Yeah,
Like all of those things come to play a part.
Now she said, "How can we help her? We trying to help my brother." I think she needs to tell him. She's got to tell him.
She has to tell him.
Like real talk, she has to tell him. And not only that, she has to tell him what it is that she wants.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like so,
he a virgin.
He was a virgin.
Yeah,
he don't know what to look for.
Mm-hmm.
He don't know, like, should I keep it right here? Should I slow down? Should I go faster? Is this the spot I want me in? Like, matching rhythm. Like, he don't know none of that.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, for those of us who have, a little bit more experience, I mean, we kind of know. Like, the woman would tell you in the midst of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Body language.
You know the signs.
Yeah, exactly.
To look for, like, okay.
Yeah, that's where you want it.
Let me stay right here.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
He don't know that yet.
He don't know that yet.
He ain't got the XP yet.
He ain't got it.
He ain't got the XP yet.
Right. So you knew, woman, what you were getting into.
For true. I wonder if she was a virgin. She didn't say she was, so we just gonna assume she was.
Yeah, because she didn't say we were virgins.
True.
She said he was.
She said he was, yeah.
So
she knew what she was getting into.
She knew what she was getting into.
She got to do some teaching.
She already has some experience to know what she likes. So she has something to compare something to that he doesn't.
Yeah.
So he's automatically, unfortunately, at a slight disadvantage.
Oh, he definitely is at a disadvantage.
And depending 100%. On what her experience is and how much experience there, he may be at a large disadvantage.
Hey, bro. All pun intended.
My God, like I listen. So she has to open up the floodgates of communication here.
All pun intended there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She has to open it up.
Yeah, she got to
communicate and say, I mean, a lot of times, definitely, if he doesn't know, he ain't prideful about it.
Hey, real talk though, yeah, like that's facts.
It's different than a man that feels like he knows what he's doing and trying to correct 100%. That.
Yeah,
versus. Like I tell people when they try to come in and learn sales, it's easier for me to teach somebody that's never been in sales
100%
than it is to somebody that's been doing it for years. And I'm trying to show them a different way.
Absolutely. Yep.
So he don't know nothing. So he probably like help me
100%. Or it could be like because she's not communicating with him and she's faking it. He could be thinking he's doing
might feel like he killing it.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's going to be even worse.
And that's the problem. A lot of niggas think they killing it when they really ain't.
When they ain't.
They women ain't telling them, hey, bro, you ain't in there like you think you is.
Listen, it's been times I thought I was killing it.
Listen.
Only to find out, like, I wasn't killing it like I thought I was.
Did they tell you?
I don't, like it was like when I got with an older woman.
Oh, okay, guys.
One time, she was like, hey, like, slow down.
She said, slow down, young man.
Yeah.
You ain't got to go that fast.
She was like.
Well, I make her sound like she's 90.
She made like she was like 80. Not that sick. But it was like, she talked, and I was open to it. Like, cool. Like,
100%. Absolutely.
And what I had to learn, and I think what that really taught me is not that necessarily I wasn't killing it before, because to them, I might have been.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it taught me, like, your special move over here.
Yeah. Ain't gonna work over here.
That special move might not.
Every woman different.
You have to learn the
absolutely.
woman. And thankful for this guy in their relationship, she can teach him exactly what is pleasing to her because he don't know nothing different.
She has the advantage.
She has it.
While he may be at a disadvantage right now because she hasn't told him, she has the advantage because she can learn him whatever she wants.
Baby, do it like this.
She could tell him to eat the butt, and he's going to do it. He don't know no better.
I don't know if he's going to do all that. He might, though.
He don't know no better. If she told him, listen, this is what I like, he going to do it. He a virgin.
Which might be hard for him just to jump from virgin to ass eating.
Nah. Virgin's going to jump from that to eating the butt. He's going to eat the butt.
I don't know.
Let her tell him. If she tell him this is what she like, listen, she can mold him. He's like clay.
She can.
He is like clay, and she's the potter. She can tell him whatever will please her, and he gonna do it because he want to keep her. It's his first one.
It's the first one. Hey, listen. He
I'm
in
saying.
love.
I'm saying.
So you like, if my advice, woman, is talk to him.
Talk to him. You got to talk to him.
And sometimes it ain't got to be you not doing it right.
Yeah.
That ain't that's not the approach.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like, if he is doing something that you like, big that up.
Right.
Hey, you know, I love when you do this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, or hey, I want to try something different tonight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, let me tell you exactly what I want you to do.
Come on now, talk to her. Talk to her.
Because in all of my experience, as little as it is, I would, if a woman told me that.
I got something about
Me too. It's the Lord. Sorry, Lord. If a woman told me that,
nigga voice crack.
If a woman was like, I'm just going to show you everything I want you to.
Right, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you exactly what I want you to do.
I'm saying, you better listen. Exactly. You better listen.
Teach me.
I'm saying.
I'm going to be starting in there music. Teach me how to love. Show me the...
Hey, for real, man. That's the best position to be in.
Because talk. I want to know if I care about you. Women, if a man cares about you.
Absolutely.
For the most part. Because some niggas just prideful that they know everything.
100%.
But for the most part, if a man cares about you, he wants to please. He wants you satisfied.
Absolutely.
Unless he's just a selfish guy.
Yeah.
And he's willing to learn.
Yeah.
At least I am. Like, teach me.
Hey,
because I understand every woman ain't the same, every man ain't the same. Like, we need to learn each other.
Absolutely.
And she has a prime opportunity.
Prime opportunity
to have
prime opportunity.
Because she don't want to spend the rest of her marriage not satisfied.
Exactly.
So she can't be worried about feelings in this moment.
Yeah.
Approach it the best way you can approach it.
Yeah.
And it's just you approach it with compassion and all that. Like, hey, I want us to have the best sex life ever.
Exactly.
So let's explore each other.
Yeah. It's like,
and she can open to him. Tell me what you like.
And then it could be a dialogue.
It can be a dialogue.
It can be a dialogue.
Tell me,
making suggestions to one another.
Tell me some things that you like that I do in the bedroom. Or tell me how I could please you better.
There you go.
And then vice versa, he has to ask now.
Right. Exactly. That's what
how can I please you better?
Exactly.
And now you're having an open dialogue.
Lead the conversation.
About how to have a blissful moment of climaxes.
I think we helped this woman.
Yeah.
100% helped her.
Right.
And then I will also add to it, when it comes to sex, I think, unfortunately, a lot of times we focus a lot on just getting to the climax. Sometimes it's not all about that.
No, the journey to the climax.
Yeah, it's the journey. You ain't even got a climax all the time. It's about the connection sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? It's just a connection. And I think you got to put it to them that way. And here's why I'm saying that. Because I think a lot of men and a lot of women, they focus too much on that.
When you focus too much on it, definitely for a woman, it's harder for her to get there.
Yeah, 100%.
She has to know her body first.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I said. For sometimes women be like, "Oh, I know women that said it."
Yeah,
you know that like they've never had an orgasm.
Yeah,
like,
I've heard
from
it before.
A man.
Yeah,
and it's like, do you know yourself first?
Fair. 100%.
And what you like, and what have you explored your own body?
Absolutely. Yeah.
To figure out what gets you there. Because it's hard to tell somebody else how to get you there if you don't know how to get there.
Absolutely.
You know, so like have you explored that?
Right.
And then do you got a man that's gonna listen to what it does?
Got to be open to it.
You got to understand too, like scientifically how things are located. Like, maybe you're not going to get there from penetration.
Yeah.
That's a lot of women.
100%.
So you got to teach the man how to get you there before he enters you and get over it with.
Right. Exactly. Right. And that's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of dudes put too much pressure on themselves.
Yeah.
And I think the thing is when you're putting that much pressure on yourself, it could take you out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think, like I said, sometimes it is just about having that connection, that physical connection.
You gotta have,
and that's okay. Don't put so much pressure on one another
because it makes you. A woman has to be put at ease.
Exactly. Listen, got to be loose.
She has to be. Yeah, she has
gotta
to be
loose.
put at ease mentally. there.
100%.
Like you can't there's times just to get it in. And normally when quickies and stuff like that happen, y'all already there. Something's already turned that on.
Exactly.
You know, for that moment. But oftentimes a woman has to be primed to get there.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, she gotta be ready. You know, because if she mentally and emotionally ain't there, bro, that well will run dry.
It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
Yep.
I don't care how good you think you are.
Right. Facts.
You know? So
real talk.
Yeah. Y'all should have a conversation.
Have a good conversation.
Yeah. Don't worry about the man's feeling. He'll be fine.
Exactly. Y'all married too, so it's cool.
So you got to figure it out.
Yeah, like
y'all got to figure it out.
It's fine. Y'all gonna be together a long time, hopefully. For real. Good stuff, man. Let's clap it up for helping that young lady.
Right.
Tell us if you heard our advice and then took it, and then what happened.
Let us know.
She probably ain't
if this helped you, and it wasn't you that wrote this. Let us know.
Right? Yeah. No, real talk.
Right. Helped myself. We are on the Basil Hayden.
Basil Hayden.
To me, the best bourbon that's out.
It is actually.
It really now it may be some that's a little bit more higher end than this. That may be.
Man, listen.
It's top shelf.
It is very much so top shelf.
For a top shelf bourbon, it is actually my favorite.
I like it.
Yeah.
Definitely my top one.
Yeah.
Like real talk.
It's my top one out of all the bourbons. And I've tasted a lot of bourbons.
If there are any bourbon drinkers out there, if y'all know something as smooth, let me say first, as smooth and as good, if not better than Basil Hayden, please let us know.
Send us a bottle.
Because or do that. Yeah, send us a bottle to address 10.
I will give you a place to send it.
Right.
If you want to send us a bottle of bourbon. Any bourbon makers out there, and you want to be our sponsor, we will gladly give up this bottle of Basil Hayden for you to sponsor.
Absolutely. We are taking sponsors.
I'm going to put this portion on and tag Basil Hayden on Twitter so they can see us promoting it.
I like it.
Yes, I will.
Toast to Basil Hayden.
Basil Hayden. It's good. Get you a bottle. Try it. Real talk. Y'all should try it.
Oh, man. Trying to get sponsors out here.
And we're both for sporting Jordan 1s today. You know, Jordan 1s on deck.
They ain't going to sponsor us. I'm going to put that shite down.
They definitely not. But Jordan 1s, one of my favorite shoes.
Oh, man.
Because of the multicolored schemes that it comes in.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%.
I have 4 in my cart right now that I'm not going to buy.
Which ones are they?
I don't know. I just went through picking different color schemes today.
Let me see them when we're done.
Yeah.
Because I might want to get another pair.
Yeah.
I'm out here bad.
I have a problem. Like, somebody put something on Facebook like, what is something you should be... So you always talk about the good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Real Talk with R&T or something like that. It's the podcast. They put a thing of like... We always talk about the good things. What are 2 things that somebody should be mindful about you going into a relationship?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I responded to that.
Yeah. And I put out there.
Mm-hmm.
I can be stubborn at times.
Oh, man. Word.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. I own my stubbornness. And I love to shop. It's not necessarily a flaw, but I think it's something that somebody should be mindful of.
100%. They should be mindful of that. Absolutely.
Now, my bills are going to be paid. I'm not going to be shopping now. My bills will be paid.
Yeah.
But I like to shop.
It's fair.
And I think you should be mindful of that because definitely if you like to shop too.
Oh, yeah.
We might need to have some conversations, you know.
Right, real talk.
About
budgeting.
So, yeah, about budgeting.
For real.
You know, because I don't need you coming in trying to stifle my shopping. You know what I mean? We need to figure this out. You know,
man, that's hilarious.
It's not a flaw.
Yeah, that isn't a flaw, actually, unless it is a problem.
It is a problem.
Then if it's a problem, you ain't paying your bills to go shopping, then that is absolutely a flaw.
Yeah, I ain't going to have a house full of Jordans and no lights.
Yeah, that'll be terrible.
You don't have to worry about it.
Get your light together.
Yeah.
For those of you who have that problem.
Sell a pair of Jordans, keep your lights on.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening. No, Lord Jesus.
Like, hey, I got this fire sale.
Absolutely not.
Just to get your light bill paid.
Like, bro, stop shopping. Damn.
Right.
That's craziness.
You out looking fly, but ain't got no gas.
Right, is that
at your crib?
Oh my gosh, man.
All right, man. Is you rolling?
Let's get it. Let's get it. I need to turn that up.
Is you rolling? Because I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. Is you rolling? Is you rolling? Is you rolling? Is you rolling?
I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up.
Hey.
Remember them days
All right, man. Is you rolling? Shall I go first?
You shall.
Let me clear my throat here. Let me find it. We found it. Here we go. And it reads, a lot of men are damaged too. They don't know when somebody really loves them.
That it?
That's it.
I'm rolling.
Okay, tell me more. You don't know when somebody really love you?
I'm not speaking just.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah.
But I'm rolling.
Okay.
I could be. I don't know. I think a lot of people are damaged.
Yes, absolutely.
They can't understand when somebody really loves.
Sure, but we're talking about men.
But men, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think a lot of. I was talking about this earlier today.
Okay.
With one of the homies, and it's like once we've been hurt. We make vows to ourselves. I'll never let nobody hurt me like that again.
Okay.
And you may have made that vow when you was 16, 17.
Sure.
But it's stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't even know it.
Yeah.
So now somebody's trying to love on you, but you have this wall in a sense.
Yeah.
They're like, I can't let somebody penetrate this because if last time this got penetrated, hurt happened.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that all love doesn't hurt.
For true. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, and just because somebody love you don't mean that they're never going to hurt you. Because most likely if they love you, hurt is going to happen at some point.
It's almost kind of inevitable.
It's going to happen. But, yeah, sometimes you can just be so damaged that you can't recognize, like, the lens that you are looking through is skewed.
Yeah, it's a damaged lens.
It's a damaged
got a
lens.
crack in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like somebody break their glasses.
Yeah.
They're still wearing them. They can't see stuff the same.
Right, 100%. Mm-hmm.
They can see, but and not in clear view. And that's like having a damaged heart.
Yeah.
A damaged heart gives you damaged eyes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what you see and what you feel ain't gonna be always clear. So somebody might be trying to love you, and you think like they judging me.
Yeah.
They trying to make you better.
Right, yeah.
And you like, you just don't like how I am.
Right. Right, yeah, that's true.
A person that really loves you is gonna push you to elevate.
I'm rolling. Absolutely.
They're not gonna allow you. Definitely like a good woman will see something in you.
Mm-hmm.
And she gonna try to bring that thing out and cultivate it
and
nurture that thing to be what it's exactly to be.
Yeah,
But if you damage, you ain't gonna see it like that.
Yeah.
You gonna see that they trying to change you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm rolling.
Okay.
A damaged person sometimes can't see love properly.
Now on the flip, what if it's a situation where, let's say like this person, whoever this person is in this relationship, this woman is saying, you don't recognize because you're so damaged that I love you. But what if it's a situation where it's like, well, you're trying to love me the way that you receive love, not the way I receive love. So is it that this man isn't recognized that this woman loves him? Or is it that she's just not loving him in the way that he wants to be loved?
I think somebody cannot love you the way that you want to be loved, but you still can recognize that they love you.
Tell me more.
Because let's say the person receives love by words of affirmation.
And let's take it out of the realm of something so definitive as love languages.
Okay. So, period. You receive love a certain way. This person shows you love a certain way.
Okay.
You should be, in a sense, to say, I see what this person is trying to do.
I got you. Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily what speaks directly to me.
Yeah.
But I can still see your effort.
I like it. Mm-hmm.
On trying to love on me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now we can have communications like, hey, I understand what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Like you take care of this, and that because you love me.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But what would really make me feel like you love me is this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And hopefully that type of communication can bring you both on the same page.
I like it. Mm-hmm.
Somebody can be trying to show you love the way that they receive love, and that's the only way they know how to show it.
Yeah,
so you got to be able to see, like, hey, I see you putting forth the effort. It doesn't necessarily resonate that deep with me.
Yeah.
Because that's not the way I normally will receive it.
Right.
But I see that you're trying.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm rolling. Mm-hmm. I like it. By the way, I am rolling with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just be clear. I'm definitely rolling with that.
Yeah, because
absolutely.
I mean, when you damage, man or woman,
Yeah.
it's hard to see things in the proper way.
100%.
And the thing is, you have to, oftentimes we lose things or let go of things or walk away from things and not realizing that we were damaged.
Yeah.
Until it's too late.
And the problem is through that lens, it is we said it before, it is a very skewed view of what love is. I think some people, they so damaged that they don't realize that some of that stuff that they think is love is like toxicity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, no, that's I don't think that's how love looks.
Because it can be on the opposite side where sometimes somebody is so damaged that the way they're showing love is damaging.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
And when you don't hop on board with that, they don't feel like you love them.
Right. And it's like, yeah, no, but the way you're showing this is not,
Because some
that
people
ain't right.
they think abuse is love.
Yeah, facts.
And they like, if he don't fight back or she don't fight back,
right,
that means they don't love me. And they're used to somebody showing their love by arguing and bickering back, or they're fighting with me. That means they care. If they shut down and don't say anything, that means they don't love me.
Right.
They're not fighting for me. Like, no.
Yeah, I communicate over here.
Yeah, like
I don't be doing all the yelling and arguing and stuff.
So sometimes the way that we have been shown what love looks like is damaged.
100%. Absolutely.
We have to realize that too. Like, that's damaging.
Right. Absolutely.
So, because definitely, like, if you've been abused in any type of way, there's some healing that needs to take place.
1,000%.
Because if you've been abused and somebody the whole time they was abusing you saying they love you, you might get to believe that this means love.
Right.
So now you abuse somebody, and when they don't abuse you back, you're like, you don't love me.
It's like what?
I shouldn't have to choke you up against a wall.
Yeah, to prove my love. Like, that's insane.
The fact that I'm not responding.
Exactly.
But,
shows actually that I love you.
Everybody different, bro.
Everybody different, man.
That's what it goes back to
different
what we
walks
said
of life.
At the beginning of the podcast. Therapy.
Got to do it, man. Got to do it. Real talk.
Got to do the work. I'm going to slow down on that verb.
Right, exactly.
All right. Is you rolling?
Let's get it.
Get you, though. So smooth. Most people.
Ooh, okay. I'm already out.
Most, and it's like all.
Most is a lot.
Most people don't have relationship problems.
Okay.
They have personal problems that affect their relationship.
I'm rolling. I'm absolutely, 100%. I'm absolutely rolling. 1,000%. And here's the thing. Why I'm rolling with that so much is because we bring our personal issues into our relationships.
Yep.
And so a lot of times what happens is that, again, somebody who loves you could be trying to help you and you're taking it as a personal attack. You know what I'm saying? But it's from your personal issue. You know what I'm saying? So I'm absolutely rolling with that. People take, they personal stuff. It could be from upbringing. It could be from previous relationships. Hell, it could be some stuff from a job. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like just stuff that you just kind of bring in from just living life and you bring it into your relationship. And now here you are. You know what I'm saying? You arguing, you fighting, there's a lot of misunderstanding, misinterpretation, wrong perception of things.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because again, it's just like your perception is molded by life and experience.
Yep.
And unless somebody tells you, hey, you have to change your perception and your perspective, you don't know.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? And so what usually happens is in a relationship, somebody with a different perspective comes in and tells you, hey, your perspective is kind of off. And you like, nigga, I've been seeing like this all my years. How you gonna tell me I'm wrong? And that's how usually 98% of stuff goes wrong.
That's where the arguments come.
Like real talk.
Because now I'm trying to convince you that my perception is right.
Yeah.
You're trying to convince me that yours is right.
Exactly.
And we're not getting anywhere.
Exactly.
And tune, that's what makes relationships work.
There it is.
And hard. It's not that we don't love each other.
Yeah.
It's that we got two different upbringings, two different viewpoints.
100%.
Two different relationship experiences.
Yeah.
All of this stuff. And now we're trying to bring this together and make it one.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
That's not easy.
It's not at all. Not at all. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's easier.
Are you delusional? Are you delusional? Are you?
I don't know why that. Yeah.
Kinda. but
some people can be delusional.
Sometimes like people think like if it's meant to be, it'll just flow.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's true. Sometimes
absolutely. That happens sometimes.
Sometimes the upbringings match a little bit better.
Yeah.
And maybe y'all have some of the similar things and y'all viewpoints is more similar. That's going to make it flow.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes y'all going to have some huge differences.
Right.
That two people are going to have to break their stance in a certain thing on certain things to say, okay, let me try to see it from your side and let me try to view it from your side to try to get some understanding.
100%.
Not necessarily always agreeing.
Yeah.
But an understanding of, okay, this is why you think like this.
Right.
This is why you see it that way. I don't agree, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing, man. In a relationship, I think a lot of times what makes relationship works is being open-minded to your partner. You know what I'm saying? You have to be open-minded. You know what I mean? And of course, like things that are kind of like your core beliefs.
Yeah.
You can't be open-minded about like your core beliefs. You know what I mean? But when you're dealing with somebody else, like we just said, different upbringings, different perspectives, all that. So we're just kind of like, yeah, you have to be open-minded enough at least to listen. You know what I'm saying? To at least hear their side, to at least hear why they think and why they move the way they do. Because, again, it opens up a broader conversation.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of times, unfortunately, most of us are not open to that. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm rolling with this 1,000%. And it's because no matter how healed your crazy self think you are, myself included.
Facts.
We are all bringing personal issues into this relationship.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I don't care how healed you think you are, how old
it is what it is. Yeah.
Like, we are bringing personal issues, personal thoughts, processes, ways of thinking, challenges, all of that hurts.
Yeah.
Into this relationship.
100%.
And that's going to affect us.
Yeah.
And now I got things I'm bringing and you got things that we're bringing. And it's making us think that we have a relationship.
Yeah.
When what we have is some personal issues that we need to sort out. And that's why, again, for the third, fourth, fifth time,
right? Therapy. Yeah. Hey, real talk though. Yeah.
It's good to have couple therapy. I'm an advocate for it.
Absolutely. You should do couples therapy.
I'm a bigger advocate for individual therapy before you get to couple therapy.
Facts. Hell yeah.
Because you get to couple therapy, now this therapist, this counselor or whatever, is going to be like, okay, how can I help y'all? I want to fix y'all.
Right.
So the whole issue is about how to help you all communicate, how to help you all see each other's viewpoint and all of that type, understand each other.
Yeah.
When it would be easier to understand each other if you went separately and first understood self.
Yeah, you got to understand yourself, man. You really do. Good God.
Because then you can understand your issues.
Yep.
Your triggers. Why they exist.
Yep.
Because that's the thing. We all got triggers and we know, like, that triggers me.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Man, listen, I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you why that's so important. It's important because you can, when you meeting somebody and you starting to feel them or whatever, by knowing yourself, you can tell them things like that up front.
Yes.
So like my lady, I told her up front, like, I am a terrible overthinker. I am the worst. I overthink everything.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you ain't got to agree so quickly, though. But you ain't got to agree so quick.
Bro, you made a whole song about it. You overthink. I get it. Right. We're the same there.
Well, yeah. So
I overthink about my overthinking.
Man, listen. Hey, real talk. It was one of the, listen, I told her straight up, like, I am an awful overthinker. I have it the worst. You know what I mean? And you know what? There had been a couple of times where I had been triggered by something.
Yeah.
And I told her straight up, like, listen, I'm feeling this way because I got triggered and I knew exactly what it was that triggered me.
Yeah.
And I told her, like, no, this is not your fault. I was triggered by this. I know this.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Like, it's cool. I know where I was triggered. I'm telling you, this is what it is. I'm going to deal with it.
Right.
It's not for you to deal with.
It's for me to deal with.
Exactly. Because she's like, I feel like you feeling your vibe is different. And I'm like, well, yeah, because this triggered me. And then we have a conversation, and that's it.
It's like, it's nothing to do with, this is something I got to deal with.
Exactly.
Yes, you are feeling the effect of it.
Right, exactly. Mm-hmm.
But it's not you.
Right.
This is something I have to process. I got emotion, and I apologize that you have to feel the effects of it.
There
but this
it
is not you.
Mm-hmm. Know thyself.
You may have did something that said something that pushed this button.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't want you to pay the cost.
Yeah. And even if it's something, like for me, it wasn't even something she did or said.
Yeah.
It was something I watched on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm watching it, my overthinking mind added on top of that, and then it's a snowball effect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I told her straight up, like, no, this is what it was. Of course, you know how my overthinking goes. And yeah, it was just a snowball.
Because when you're able to communicate to that level, now I have given my partner the tools to help.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's insight time. Insight time.
So now you can say, hey, even if it is something like, hey, listen, you triggered by this. Now understand, I ain't the cause of that. So
right.
don't take
exactly.
that out on me.
Yeah. Right. Hey, real talk though. Yeah.
And you can have the type of conversation because it's being communicated.
Yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're triggered by stuff, and you may understand I got a trigger, but if you don't understand where that stems from,
the
root of it, you're just going to be carrying around the rest of your life about trigger me, you trigger me, you trigger me.
Right.
And it's everybody else's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it's like, okay, let me go back and do the work to find out why.
Exactly.
Why does this bother me so bad?
Exactly.
Like you should want to know that.
Man, I'm
like
telling
if I
you.
get upset and I get outside myself and it takes me outside of the character that I pride myself on being in.
Yeah.
I have to unpack why.
Exactly. It's so important.
Why did it take me here?
Mm-hmm.
What did this person do or say
that
made me feel this way? And what happened before then for that to make me react this way?
Yeah.
Because it's just not this one incident that happened that made me jump. No, they pushed something else that's on the inside.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes something can happen so long ago. And that's why you need somebody sometimes to help you unpack it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes things didn't happen 10, 15, 20.
Right, exactly.
40, 30 years ago.
You done forgot all about it.
You done forgot all about it. You done learned to live with it.
Right.
But you don't understand it is working subconsciously, making you protect yourself.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And sometimes we live by that thing that time heals all wounds when times don't heal a damn thing.
Listen, man, dumbest quote ever.
And you think you healed.
Right.
Until you get into a relationship.
Then you get triggered again.
And somebody starts stepping all over that stuff.
Right.
And you realize you ain't as good as you thought you was.
Exactly, boy. Ooh.
And that's why you gotta go do the work.
Yeah, you have to.
Because like this thing says, we don't have relationship issues for the most part. Most people. Some of y'all just got relationship issues.
Yeah, real talk.
It's personal problems that affect relationships.
I'm totally rolling with that.
And
100%.
90% of the time.
100%. I am rolling with that.
Yeah, there's two imperfect people with some personal problems.
Yeah.
That ain't worked through them.
Exactly.
That ain't worked through them personally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And trying to figure out these things together.
Exactly.
And y'all think it's a couple thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You think it's the other person.
Right.
Nah, brother.
Yeah.
My guy.
Like, nigga, it's you.
It's you.
It's you.
Nah, my sister. Nah, my lady. Nah, my friend.
Point of the camera. It's you.
It's you.
It is you. And it's me, by the way.
And once we figure that out, like, it's me.
Yeah, 100%.
That has these things. It's me that's dealing with these things. And yeah. And
we always give the disclaimer too. Like, we're not saying that therapy is a cure-all. And Rece has said it multiple times. You still have to do the work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, therapy helps you unpack it, but you still have to be ready and willing and able to do the work to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because we're not saying, like, when you deal with it personally, like, now everything is going to be, you know, just all sunshine and lilies in your relationship, because you're still going to run into problems. Like, that just is what it is. You know what I mean? It's part of adulting.
Dealing with pain is painful.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
dealing with pain is painful.
Dealing with, like,
100%.
Facing that stuff that you've been running for 20 years.
Man, listen.
Is a painful, like,
yeah.
Healing is painful.
100%. Mm-hmm.
it's naturally painful. You cut yourself, and all of that healing process, that must get the itching. All
when you lifting weights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got to break down the muscles and build them back up. That healing, when it's been about building them back up, it hurts. It's pain.
It's pain.
Facts.
It's worth it.
Mm-hmm. It is absolutely. Hey, man, listen. Best money I ever spent.
Don't waste the pain.
Best money I ever spent. That's good stuff, man.
Good
Clap
stuff.
it up for us, man. I feel like we helping people today.
Man, we trying, man. We ain't no experts, but we know a little something.
Oh, we're definitely not experts.
Been through some life.
Not even close to experts. Nowhere near close.
No. Please don't listen to this like, oh, they know.
We don't know shite.
We just know life.
Exactly.
We just going through.
Hey, facts. It's still got a lot of life to live. Prayerfully.
And listen, we share this stuff and we're still struggling.
Hey, facts.
It's easy to say this stuff. Listen, we're still struggling.
Listen, I just said got another appointment Thursday.
Yeah, still,
I got to deal with this overthinking, man.
Yeah. I still need help.
Oh, my God.
I'll do something like, Rece, you know better than this.
Right.
But yet you still just did it.
Hey, man.
You foolish man.
Listen, bruh.
So please don't listen to us like, these guys think they know everything. No, we don't.
No, we don't.
We do not know everything. But we're going to jump into this main topic and talk about
Let's get to it, man.
Forgiveness.
Woo, that's hilarious. Oh,
the
man.
art of forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And how to forgive and let go.
I like it. Mm-hmm.
So, B.
Yes, sir.
Boots, humble. How would you define forgiveness?
Man, just my own personal definition. Yeah. How would I define forgiveness? I would say personally, I would define it as maybe accepting the outcome of something or situation that someone may have done to me, accepting it and just being able to move on from it.
Okay.
That's probably an awful definition, but that's kind of what I'm going with right now.
Okay.
Yeah. What you think?
Yeah, I think forgiveness is definitely accepting what happened, or and what may have hurt you or whatever the thing is. As excuse me, accepting it, processing it,
yeah,
feeling it, and then releasing it.
I like it.
And then moving on.
Yeah.
So, I think that's a solid definition.
Yeah.
Let's see what
old Webster got to say.
Webster has to say.
Webster don't know a furthermucking thing, but we're gonna look it up to see what he got to say.
Let's see what they say. Forgiveness defined is.
Oh, Webster. See what he got to say, man.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Oh, he got something good. That sounds intriguing.
American Psychological Association wrote this.
Okay.
Not Webster yet. Forgiveness is not merely accepting what happened
I
or
agree.
ceasing to be angry. Rather, it involves a voluntary transformation of your feelings, attitude, and behavior so that you are no longer dominated by resentment and can express compassion, generosity, or the likes towards the person who wronged you.
I'm rolling.
That is good.
Yeah, that is actually a very good definition.
Voluntary. Here's the thing.
That is an excellent definition.
That word right there.
Voluntary.
You are voluntarily. You are signing up.
Signing up.
To transform your feelings, your attitude, and your behavior. So that you are no longer dominated by resentment.
I like it.
And now you can express compassion, generosity, or the likes of that towards the person who wronged you.
I may not give you generosity.
That's tough.
Yeah,
that's a whole nother level.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, I gotta express generosity towards you.
But it's saying, I guess if you truly forgave somebody, if the need was there,
okay, fair enough.
You could do it.
Fair enough.
And not withhold something
Yeah.
Because if you withhold generosity, that means you're still harboring something.
I got you. And the thing is, I'm just a generous person, so I know I would.
Yeah.
Especially if I forgave somebody, 100%.
So another thing says, what's the best definition of forgiveness?
Okay.
Says psychologists generally define forgiveness as a conscious, voluntary, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment or vengeance towards a person or a group that has harmed you. Regardless, this is good.
The regardless.
Regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness.
That's good. That's good. You know what? I always look at forgiveness in a way that God has forgiven us. I often look at it in that way because quite honestly, that's the highest form of forgiveness there is. You know what I mean? And so I think I heard somebody say once, like, forgiveness is basically kind of accepting someone for who they are. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is when you accept, even when they hurt you, when you accept for someone, or when you accept someone for who they are, it doesn't surprise you if they do that again. That's what forgiveness does. You know what I'm saying? So, like, again, take God, for instance. I feel like God has accepted us for who we are. He knows we sinners at the end of the day.
Filthy rags that we are.
You know what I'm saying? But he's like, no, I get that. I know that is part of your makeup, and I still love you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think really that's kind of the realm that it falls into. So it's not like surprising when we mess up again. You know what I'm saying? And then we mess up again, and then we mess up again and again and again.
When he said my righteousness was that of a filthy rags, I said, why try?
Right?
Nah. Why even try?
Why even try? This is useless.
This is pointless. I accept you as my Lord and Savior.
Oh, man. Hey, real talk, though.
I give up. If you're going to look at the right that I'm doing as a filthy rag, why am I even trying?
Hey, and you know they say like the literal translation is the it's a what they called it was a like when a woman is on her period.
Yes.
Back in those times.
Yes.
They would use like rags to basically, clean up.
And that's what they compared it to.
So that was the
menstrual
comparison.
rag.
Yeah, a menstrual rag. Yeah, that's pretty filthy.
My righteousness. It's that.
Wow.
But when you're looking at the context, he's simply saying, I am this good.
Exactly.
And you can't compare.
We can't.
Which is
we
a fact.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, he's God. What are we going to do? You
what
know
I had to
saying?
learn about forgiveness. Let me jump back over here for you non-believers out there.
Right. And that's okay.
I want
it's
you
fine.
leaving like, oh, here they go again. Yes, I love Jesus. Okay.
Right. Oh,
Taking
man.
communion.
Yikes. What? It took a second for that to register.
Jokes. God
man.
laughs. You should laugh too. What I had to learn about forgiveness. And I think this will it helped me, so I hope it helps other people. That it has nothing to do with the other person.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I think sometimes people wait to forgive on waiting on the other person to take accountability, ownership, apologize. I can't give somebody else that much control.
100%.
Because sometimes you are holding back your forward progress.
Right.
Waiting on somebody else to accept the things they've done to you.
Yeah.
And I don't want nobody holding back their forward progress waiting on me to accept something I've done to them.
Hey, real talk though. Yeah.
Because, quite frankly, sometimes it simply ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes get in your mind, the apology ain't coming.
Yeah, real talk.
I've
I've been there.
Yeah, the sorry ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna take ownership.
Absolutely.
They're not gonna be accountable. They're not gonna do any of that.
Yeah.
It ain't happening. So now what are you gonna do? That's how I have to look at it. Like
100%.
Would it be good if they apologize? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be grateful for some accountability? Yes.
Right.
Right? Like, absolutely. But can I stay here while waiting on it?
Right. Exactly.
And the answer is no.
Absolutely not.
Like, tired of being hurt behind it, tired of being angry, tired
Right.
of being resentful. I'm tired of all those emotions that come with unforgiveness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I can no longer give this thing or this person that type of power.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the forgiveness has to be for me
Yeah.
to release myself,
Mm-hmm.
because we talk about forgiveness and letting go. There's no letting go without forgiveness.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think some people get it messed up. I'm just going to let it go. You can't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you haven't truly forgiven somebody, you ain't going to let it go. And that's why so many times you have disagreements with family, friends,
Yeah.
significant others, and they may say, I'm sorry, you may say, I forgive you, but the moment the disagreement comes, you have another disagreement,
Yeah.
and you go back
mm-hmm.
and you throw something
Start
back
bringing it up.
in their face,
Yeah.
you have not truly let it go.
Right.
And the reason you haven't truly let it go, because you haven't truly dealt with it, processed, and forgave that person.
Yeah. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And so now you're stuck.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to move forward, and you realize, and you can't realize, like, why can't we never get past this?
Yeah.
Why we keep getting back here? Why we keep having to deal with these same things? Most likely,
Yeah.
somewhere along the line, true forgiveness
Mm-hmm.
has not taken place.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think that's the thing. When you say like true forgiveness, I think sometimes people feel like they forgiven someone because it's out of sight, out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they see them again. And those feelings start coming up. They see something on Facebook or social media or whatever,
Right.
and they mad all over again. And then they wondering why they mad all over again. It's like, well, you haven't really forgiven them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the thing is like, kind of like we were saying, like having to deal with your own triggers. You have to deal with that kind of like non-forgiveness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you do take that into other relationships.
Yeah.
Like people feel the wrath of that unforgiveness that you have in your heart for other people.
And,
You know what I'm saying?
And to take a step forward, like, we have to understand, like, this ain't just a significant other thing.
Absolutely not. Yeah. Friends,
Like,
family.
You got to forgive your parents.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Some of us, and I always like to put us and all that because I've dealt with it for a long time until I
Mhm.
went to therapy. There's that word again. To understand that I was harboring some things
Yeah.
that my parents did or
Mhm.
didn't do
Yeah.
that was affecting me. I mean, I'm talking about a 33, 34, 35, whatever age I was at
Mhm.
that point. Stuff that happened at 10,
Mm-hmm.
11, 12. And that you ain't even realizing I had some unforgiveness there.
Right. Right.
And fortunately was able to go have some conversations about it.
Mm-hmm.
But all the time you ain't gonna be allotted that.
With your parents?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
You ain't gonna be
Mhm.
allotted that sometimes. Maybe for some reason your relationship ain't the same.
Yeah.
Maybe mama's passed on or daddy's passed on. And they ain't there to tell you I'm sorry.
Yeah, real talk.
What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
And I had to understand, and it helped a little bit more for me now that I am a parent.
Uh-huh.
That's something they just didn't know.
Yeah.
They-
100%.
They-
Yeah.
listen, y'all. If you harbor some unforgiveness for your parent, trust me that 90% of the time when I say they was doing the best they could.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they didn't know.
Nah, real talk.
They wasn't
boy.
deliberately trying to hurt you.
Facts.
Real
talk.
I promise that they wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes what you think is a you issue is a daddy and mama issue.
Hey, facts.
And
Real
you got
talk.
you got daddy issues, you got mama issues,
Mm-hmm.
and it's affecting you.
Yeah.
It's affecting how you move, and it's because you're harboring some unforgiveness.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And now you are making your friend or your significant other or all that pay for something your parents did to you.
Yeah, real talk, boy. Mm-hmm.
And you gotta be able to release those things.
Yeah.
Got to.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Because I mean that unforgiveness sitting in your heart, it'll destroy you. And that person ain't even thinking about you. That be the crazy part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it's not like your parents or something like that.
And sometimes they ain't thinking about, because what I had to learn is sometimes people know they did something,
Mm-hmm.
but they have no idea of the depth of the effect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they might have just glossed over, like, yeah, I did that. They cool.
Yeah.
Because you done went on and you lived life.
Right.
But they don't really have the knowledge of the depth of the effect and the depth of the damage
Yeah.
that they have done to you,
Right.
unless you communicate it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if they no longer here for you to communicate it, you got to figure out a way to let that go without an apology.
Hey, real talk. Real talk. Like I said, I've been in positions before where I wanted an apology. I was hoping to get an apology. I was hoping to get accountability and never got it.
So how did you move on from that?
You know what? There have been a couple of times where I've had conversations with people
Mm-hmm.
and it just never got it. And I was just like, okay, cool. Like I said before, I just accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
And I accepted them for who they are. Like, okay, cool. This is just you. And the thing is like, I understand that's just you and you have issues. Bet. I didn't do anything to deserve this. You did it. That's cool. I just accept that and I just had to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And look at it in a way where it's like, I don't feel like I need to have an apology either to forgive you either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, like you said, would it be good to have? Absolutely.
You're right.
But if I never get it, I'm okay with that too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a lot of times, you know, as people, it's like, no, people feel like we have to have it. We got to have it. We got to have it. We got to have it. But it's like, sometimes you don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, like you said, if somebody passes, you're never going to get that.
Never going to get it.
Period. So it's like, if that's the situation, then it's like, then you just never get over it. And I'm like, and you don't want to live like that.
Can't.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, in those situations where I was hoping to get one, I've talked to these specific people, never got it, never got accountability. I just like, okay, I accept it. That's who you are. I hope you get better at some point.
Right.
But I don't need your apology and I don't need your accountability to make me forgive you. Like, it's cool. All is forgiven. We've moved on. Bam, it's fine. You know what I mean? Now, of course, did it take work? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I knew that going in, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I knew going in that, hey, I may not get an apology. I may not get accountability. Going in, I didn't even expect it. You know what I'm saying? Going into these conversations, I didn't expect it at all. It was just kind of like, I was hoping to get it.
Right.
Didn't. And I was just like, okay, cool. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And like I said, I think a lot of times, you know, we put those kind of expectations, you know, on people, on humans. And, you know, sometimes humans are just going human. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my thing is like, I'm not going to put the weight of an expectation of an apology or accountability on my willingness to forgive somebody. Like, that's too much. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm putting that kind of weight on them
Right.
to make me forgive them, then it's like, yeah, it's kind of like useless. Because now I'm expecting them to do something for me to forgive them. And unfortunately, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because you just might not get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. That's
you just
real.
might not get it.
That's real. So I got an article.
Okay.
And I want to share these with you and see what you think.
Okay.
It says 10 special traits
Okay.
of people with a high capacity for forgiveness.
Okay.
Let's see what they say that people with high. And you might not own you might not own any of these.
Yeah.
Right? But these are things that the article said people that have a high, because everybody's capacity is different.
Yeah, 100%.
And you must understand that.
Uh-huh.
Like, some people be like, I can't believe you forgave that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe they have a high capacity of forgiveness that you don't have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe you need to get there.
Right.
All right. So, I think this is big. Number one, they understand that everyone makes mistakes.
I like it. Mm-hmm.
I love that one so much, because I think when you see because I think understanding everyone makes mistakes is really saying you see yourself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when you see yourself and you understand, Negro, you in need of some forgiveness too.
Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm.
Like, you've hurt somebody.
Real talk.
You've done somebody wrong.
Yeah.
You need God's grace and mercy just like we all do.
Listen, facts.
And when you understand that and quit trying to compare wrongs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I've done some people wrong, but I ain't never did what
yeah,
they did.
I never did that. Yeah, it's like, well, wrong is wrong.
Wrong is wrong.
Yeah, period.
And
Are there degrees of wrongness? Sure. But at the end of the day, wrong is wrong.
Wrong is wrong. You've done some, and what you think that your wrong you may not have did that person is wrong as they did you, but you may have did another person wrong that holds it in the same depth.
Yeah, exactly.
As what they did you.
Facts.
And it may not be the same thing, but you don't know how that person took it.
Absolutely.
And when you understand that, you'll be like, you know what? Everybody makes some mistakes.
Yeah.
Somebody has extended me some grace and mercy.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to extend the same thing.
100. Absolutely.
Here's a tough one. People with high capacities of forgiveness do not take things personally.
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It says it's so easy to take things personally. Lord knows it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially when you're on the receiving end of harmful comment or action.
Yeah.
But those with a high capacity for forgiveness have this innate ability to separate the action from the person.
Okay. Tough.
That is tough, but
Very
it
tough.
is so true.
100%.
Because sometimes I feel like you have to know a person and a person's character.
Yeah.
Now, if this is a repeated, that may just be who they are.
Yeah.
And that comes back to what you said.
Yeah.
It's just simply who you are.
Yeah. It's like, look, if this is who you are, cool. But I ain't got to rock with you in the way that we have been.
Well, sometimes if somebody's proven themselves to be good in this area, and then they make a mistake in this area.
Yeah.
You should be able to separate who they are versus what they've done in this one.
Sure.
Don't let one moment make you change the aspect of who a person has proven to already be. Now, there's levels to that.
I was about to say, there are definitely levels. There are absolutely levels. I don't want to listen. I always feel like with some of these, we got to give a disclaimer.
There's levels to this.
There are levels.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like some stuff is just like, because I think where that goes is there's a fine line between like that and boundaries. You know what I mean? And it's just like some boundaries say, hey, don't put your hands on me.
Right.
Even though that may not be who you are as a person.
Don't do that.
But it's still like, but no, don't do that. You should know better at this point. Don't put your hands on me. Don't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So again, there's levels, 100%.
Yeah. So that's hard. Because they said they know the difference between the comment made in frustration, maybe by a friend going through a time, and deep down that doesn't mean like that's who they are. It's like, but sometimes, listen, that comment made in frustration can be deep.
Yeah, no, real talk, and it can feel like you've been holding on to that,
right?
100%.
Like nah, bro, like you've been waiting to say this. Like,
exactly.
What's up? Right. Like this came from the depths of your soul, my nigga.
Hey, real talk, yeah.
Like we got beef.
Yeah, like you really don't like me for real.
Right, you been fronting, bro. Like, what's up? So yeah, like.
Hey, that's facts.
Number 3,
man.
They practice empathy.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a real good
Empathy
one.
plays a huge critical role in forgiveness, which by no means can be overlooked.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Here's the thing about empathy that I had to learn. I learned this crazy thing through sales.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes people be like, well, I can't empathize because I've never been through that.
Yeah.
And empathy is not understanding the actions. It's understanding the emotions that come from it.
Absolutely.
So I may not have been what you've been through. So you may be like, man, this really frustrated me today. And I'm like, well, I ain't never had to deal with that. But so I may not be able to relate to the actions in the moment.
Sure.
But I do know what it's like to be frustrated.
100%.
So I can relate to the emotion that stem from it.
Absolutely.
And when you get that, I think you can be more, you can almost be, because they say it's hard to be empathetic with something you ain't ever been through.
Yeah.
I don't have to be through the same situations to be empathetic with somebody.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what it's like to lose a parent.
Yeah.
So I can't totally be like, hey, man, I get that. I do know what it's like to lose someone.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what comes with losing a parent is grief.
Yeah.
So I may not be able to relate to the level of grief you have for losing a parent, but I do know what it feels like to grieve.
Absolutely.
So I can empathize with you because I know what grief feels like.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will also add to that too, something I had to learn is that empathy doesn't necessarily mean I have to agree either.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like if somebody were to say something sideways to me or do something sideways to me, and then they be like, oh, well, you just acting like you don't care. You're not giving me empathy.
Right.
It's like, no, I can, again, like you said, I can empathize with the frustration because I've been frustrated before.
Right.
But it's like, but no, still what you did or what you said was effed up. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that everything is just all good.
Right.
Because I empathize with you. And I think sometimes people feel like that's what empathy is. Like everything is just all good now because you empathize. Like, no, that's not how empathy works.
That's real.
I had to learn that the hard way.
As we
For real.
have to learn many.
Listen, real talk.
They value, number 4, they value relationships over
Mhm.
being right.
Ooh, that's a real good one. That's a real good one. Yeah. I like that one a lot, actually.
It says, because ideally, relationships are a case of working together, a partnership, etc. We
Mhm.
sometimes get caught up in a game of who's right and who's wrong.
Facts.
It becomes a race. We all know those moments when we're convinced we're right and the other person is clearly wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We fire up the big guns and get ready to hit where it hurts, so desperate to maintain the first place and seize the winner pedestal.
Hey, that's real, boy.
But
Oof.
those who are excellent at forgiving, they see things differently. And no, they avoid this win-lose mindset when it comes to conflict.
Yeah,
They place a far higher value on the relationship than on being right.
I like that.
That
Mhm.
means they're willing to let go of the need to win an argument and to the extent their pride if it means preserving a connection with someone they care about.
I'm rolling. I am absolutely rolling with that.
I struggle.
Yeah.
I'm right. Prove my point.
Hey, that is hilarious. That is definitely not one that I struggle with.
You don't struggle with that.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, I don't care about being right sometimes, man. It's fine.
No, you're going to know it. You know that I'm right and you're wrong.
Oh,
And that's not
man.
right.
Hey, that's not right.
It's not. Listen, I know thyself. working
Oh,
on it.
man, that's hilarious. Oh, man.
They let go of grudges.
Mm-hmm.
They let go of grudges, So that's quite
Yeah, I mean, that's straightforward.
straightforward.
Yeah.
You can't hold grudge and be forgiving.
Yeah,
Be
you
a
just
forgiving
can't.
person.
Yeah.
Like, that means you surely haven't forgiven.
Right.
It says people with high capacity for forgiveness choose their peace of mind over holding on to past hurts. They feel the sting of the moment, sure, but they also let go of grudges so they can move forward.
I like it. I'm
That's
rolling.
real.
Yeah, I'm definitely rolling with that. Mm-hmm.
Peace of mind over everything.
Man, over everything.
Like at this moment and juncture of life,
Listen,
at my 41-year-old self,
nigga,
peace of mind over everything.
give me peace or nothing.
Yeah.
If it ain't peace, I don't want it.
Number 6. Here's a big one.
Okay.
They are people with high capacity
Mm-hmm.
of forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
They are self-aware.
I'm rolling. Yeah.
Those with high capacity for forgiveness tend to always have a keen sense of self-awareness.
I like it.
They recognize their emotions. They understand their unique triggers.
Mm-hmm.
And they know well how their actions can impact others.
Mm.
This level of introspection allows them to navigate situations with grace and understanding and grants them the power to take accountability for their own actions.
I think we might fall in that category, sir.
Yes.
Absolutely.
For instance, if someone says something hurtful to them, they can
Yeah.
recognize the sting of the pain,
Uh-huh.
but instead of reacting impulsively, they take a moment to understand why that comment hurt them
Mm-hmm.
and how to address it in an appropriate way and how to best move on.
I like it.
I love it.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
It is.
I like that a lot. Okay.
Number 7, if you have a high capacity for forgiveness,
Mm-hmm.
you value inner peace.
Shit. Let's see. Top of my list.
Inner peace is the ultimate goal for those with a high capacity for forgiveness.
Hey, real talk.
They understand,
Yeah.
this is big, that harboring resentment
Uh-huh.
and anger only disrupts their peace of mind and teeters them to chaos.
Man.
So instead of dwelling on past wrongs, they just choose to forgive.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily because the other person deserves forgiveness,
Sure.
but because they deserve peace. And it's in peace that they thrive.
Listen. Clap it up for that.
Listen.
That has been the story of my life for quite a few years now.
I'm not forgiving you because you deserve it.
I want peace.
I'm forgiving you because I deserve
Hey, man, listen.
peace of mind.
I want some damn peace. Oh, peace is great. Peace is wonderful. Oh, it's so great.
Number 8. Oh, this is a tough one.
Okay.
They practice patience.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Patience
That's
is a virtue.
biggin'. That is a big one.
Patience also applies to forgiveness because it's not always easy to forgive right away.
Oh, facts. Uh-huh.
And even the most forgiving of individuals with the biggest of hearts will not be able to move past actions that truly hurt them in an instance.
Uh-huh. Sure. Absolutely.
Sometimes it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
And those who are good at forgiveness understand this. They do not rush the process.
I like it.
I think that's big.
Yeah. That last part?
They do not rush the process.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's real.
And sometimes the person on the other side who's wronged somebody, and I've been guilty of this.
Sure.
You want to push somebody to accept your apology.
Oh, yeah.
I said I'm sorry.
That's real.
Why can't you just let it go?
Yeah.
Why can't you just move on? I'm guilty of this.
Yeah.
I'm being guilty of it. Hey, I told you I was sorry.
Yeah.
Why you still tripping?
Right.
Why you still upset?
Yeah.
Nigga, because I'm still hurt.
Right. Hey, real talk.
Like, like the audacity of
right,
me.
yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna talk about me. I ain't even talk about y'all right now. The audacity of me
yeah.
to have caused somebody pain
Right, uh-huh.
and rushed them to let it go.
Hey, no, real talk though, yeah.
That is
It's kind of insane.
wow.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. Yeah.
Like saying it like this got me. Call me out. The audacity of me
Yeah.
to have hurt a person's feelings.
Right.
And expect just because I told you I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That you should that's it.
But he said, get to the end.
Like,
get over it.
Get over it. I apologize. Why are we still talking about this?
Yeah, no, real talk, yeah.
I did not allow them the process.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
That it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
So those who are good at forgiving understand this. They don't rush the process.
Yeah.
Instead, they give themselves the time they need to heal
I like it.
and move forward
Mm-hmm.
at a pace which best suits the situation.
Hey, that's facts. That's facts.
Too much. Oh, this is good. Sorry, y'all. Whoever wrote this article is good. Too much acceleration invariably leads to harbor resentment and grudge.
Yeah.
So forgiveness must not be rushed.
I'm rolling 100%. Absolutely.
Sometimes I feel like we're not letting go.
Uh-huh.
We talk about forgiveness and letting go.
Yeah.
And we truly haven't forgiven because we try to accelerate the process.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've tried to accelerate it myself
We
before.
tell ourselves, it's been 2 years, I should be over this.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Real talk. Mm-hmm.
Because, again, we get back to that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Time
Right.
tells me I should be over this.
It is a lie.
Time tells me I should be healed from this.
Right. Exactly.
Time tells me I should be cool.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I'm still harboring resentment
Right.
because I'm rushing the process.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Instead of doing the work.
100%. Absolutely. Been
Number
there.
9.
I have been there.
They have strong emotional intelligence.
I'm rolling.
People with a high capacity of forgiveness have a strong emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is, let me make that the definition for y'all that don't know what that is, that lack emotional intelligence.
Right, yeah.
Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions and the emotions of others.
Mm-hmm.
Accompanying empathy hand in hand, emotional intelligence is a crucial trait for people with high capacity forgiveness, because alongside the ability to share in the pain of others and feel, because along the ability to share in the pain others feel to better traverse forgiveness, possessing the ability to navigate difficult conversations mean that they know when to stand up for themselves and when to let things go.
I'm rolling with that.
That is-
Ooh, that's a biggin. That is a biggin.
You have to know.
Yeah, you gotta know.
Got to know when to hold.
when to hold them and when to fold them.
Know when to fold.
Hey, facts. Real
know
talk,
when to walk
boy.
away.
Listen, man.
Is that the word? Know when to run, something like that.
Man, bruh. That's a big
You gotta
one.
know.
You gotta know. Like, real talk.
Like-
Sheesh. I like that.
There's a time to stand up for yourself.
Yeah. Mhm.
Absolutely, there is. There's a time it ain't even worth.
Yeah. Pick your battles, man. You hear it all the time. Pick your battles. Some people want everything to be a damn battle.
Yeah.
Like, real talk. Like, relax. Everything ain't got to be a fight. Hell.
And number 10, it might be the biggest, hardest one.
Uh-oh.
They believe in second chances.
Define second chance.
Everyone makes mistakes, it says. That's what I said. This might be the hardest one.
Define second chance.
Negro.
Uh,
I didn't listen. I got some second chances I did not deserve. Listen, I'm 100. I am 100.
Oh,
with
man,
y'all
that's hilarious.
As much as possible. Those with a high capacity for forgiveness understand this and are often willing to give people a second chance.
Okay.
Now, I like this because I ain't even ready yet.
Okay, the caveat.
It says now, I'm not telling you to go around just flinging second, third, and eighth chances to those who do you harm.
Mm-hmm.
That is the key.
Yeah.
'Cause everybody don't deserve a second chance.
Like we said, levels. There's
Yeah.
levels.
But know that people do make mistakes.
Sure.
In a certain situation where this mistake was committed unintentional. Committed
Unintentional. That's a big word up there. Unintentionally.
They should be granted the opportunity to grow and learn from their action.
I like it. Mhm.
Forgiving individuals replace holding a grudge with offering a second chance, switching poison to wine, and trading bitter grudge for opportunity for improvement and growth.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That is
Yeah.
really good because you can choose to hold a grudge, but it ain't gonna do you no good.
Yeah. It really ain't.
You know, like you said, the biggest thing is unintentional.
Yeah. That's a good word to use.
They should be granted the opportunity to grow, and everybody deserves at least an opportunity to grow
Sure. Mhm.
and learn from their action.
Yeah.
And if they didn't, you move on.
Absolutely.
Now, some things are so big that they've done.
Yeah, exactly.
That they still deserve the chance
Mm-hmm.
and the opportunity to grow and learn from their actions. Just not with you.
Yeah. Again, there's
levels.
There's levels and there's boundaries.
And there's boundaries. Because you can say, I forgive you.
Sure. Absolutely.
And I hope you learn from this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And sometimes the best way you're going to learn from this is from my actions.
Exactly. From me not being around. Hey, real talk though.
It helped me.
I'm saying,
I needed some
listen,
absence.
it's facts, man. Hey, real talk.
I say this all the time, and I say this. Like, I'm not happy about, like, divorce.
Sure.
Like, wasn't in the plans,
Mhm.
you know, the years ago that it happened.
Yeah.
But I needed her to leave.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it helped me to look at myself
Mm-hmm.
in so many ways that I probably would have never looked at myself
Mm-hmm.
if it didn't happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm just being 100.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm thankful for her forgiveness,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and the ability for us to get along and raise our daughters.
Right.
But I'm thankful for the chance to learn and grow. But it's like her taking the stance to like, nah, you ain't gonna treat me like this and do me like this,
Yeah.
and expect to still be here
Yeah.
and step away. Help me to say I got to go look in the mirror and take some accountability for my own
Yeah.
actions,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't have to suffer this type of loss again.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And sometimes you need that. Sometimes somebody needs to forgive you but move on.
Yeah, 100%.
Sometimes you need to forgive somebody and move on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Forgiveness don't mean I got to stay here and keep and give you a chance to hurt me again.
Yeah. Hey, real talk. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Right.
But this was like,
That is where we are different from God.
yeah,
For real. And then you know what? At the end of this, I will also add forgiving yourself.
that's
Since we're talking about, you know what I mean?
That's
like
big.
forgiveness. Forgiving yourself is one of the most difficult things you could ever do.
I think that's actually harder than forgiving others.
100%. Because you have to live with yourself.
Yeah.
You can't walk away from yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That was the hardest thing for me, even in the process of divorce and all of that.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, I could, she done some stuff and said some things that I don't disagree with either, right?
Sure.
I could forgive her.
Yeah.
The hardest part was like when I'm feeling these emotions and all of this behind divorce and breakup and separation.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my kids and how they adjust and all this.
Uh-huh.
The hardest thing was like, I'm a big cause of this.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And for me to move on and grow, I had to learn how to forgive me.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it comes definitely with, I had to take accountability first.
Yeah.
And say, like, nigga, this your fault.
Yeah.
You a big cause of this.
Yeah.
Right? And not try to be like, well, she did this, she said this.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't get this. Like, all that didn't matter.
Yeah.
I had to be like, no, what did you do? And own that, and then take accountability and ownership of it, and then like, dang, how do I let this go?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, letting go forgiveness for yourself is oof.
What do you do?
I still don't even know if I know how to do that. Hell. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's,
like for real. I said in a song, what do you do when it's your own mistakes that's causing you to break?
I'm saying.
When it's your own mistakes.
When it's your own mistakes?
That's causing you to break?
Bruh. I don't know how.
What do you do?
That is very difficult. It is very difficult. Like, real talk.
Because it's easy.
Oh, man.
It ain't easy, but like, I forgive you. I give you grace. I let that go.
Sure, yeah.
All of that. But when you got to look in the mirror at yourself,
yeah,
be like, you dumb mother.
Oh man, hey, it's hard.
And you got to stand in it,
right? 100%.
You got to sit in it. You got to be like, this is me.
Yeah.
Right, and like, it's crazy. I wonder when Adam got kicked out of the garden, he was like, "You dumb,
you dumb." Right.
And he had still,
man,
he had to still live with Eve.
Yeah, 100%. He still had to live with her. I mean,
Like,
it was them. That was it.
Them.
That was it.
And he didn't take ownership at first. He was like, God, the woman that you gave me.
I would say the same thing. Yeah, like, man, she gave me that shite. Right. I didn't ask for that,
and you gave me her.
Right, and he said, "God, this is your fault."
Right, that's what he said. Essentially, that's what he really said. He said, "The woman you gave me."
He said, "You did this. I didn't ask for her. You gave it to me.
I was cool."
Yeah. He said, "You told me that it's not good for man to live alone."
I didn't tell you this.
Right.
I was living just fine. I didn't touch that tree before she got here.
Right. I would have said the same thing. Like, man, that crazy ass lady. You know what I mean? I didn't ask for this.
I had never seen before she got here.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Now I gotta forgive her and
me. Right. Hey, but what's even more wild about that is like forgiveness wasn't even a thing at that point yet. We didn't even know it existed.
Because he was straight?
Yeah, he was cool. It had to become a thing.
He didn't need forgiveness until the woman showed up.
I'm saying. Ooh, what does that tell us?
All right, we done. I'm preaching that at the next men's conference.
We didn't need forgiveness until the woman showed up. They ruined us. Oh, they ruined us.
It's y'all fault. Hey, but guess what? We forgive y'all. We forgive y'all.
Ruined us. Oh, man.
I'll post it on Facebook, see what they were doing.
Oh, that's so funny, man.
Man did not need forgiveness until the woman showed up.
Oh, God.
We just playing. We just joking.
Man, that's so funny.
But we forgive y'all.
That
was good.
That was good, man. Good Lord, man. I'm sorry. We had a good laugh about that. Okay, I'll turn the music on. Get us out of here before we get canceled. It's jokes, man. Come on now. We love women.
Like, share. I don't know where to be without it.
Oh,
like,
man.
share, and subscribe.
Yes, please. This is a great conversation, man. Hey, forgive those people, man, that you need to forgive. Don't harbor that resentment and that grudge in your heart. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't serve you
at all.
It really does not serve you at all, man. So, yeah, we encourage y'all, man. Forgive those you need to forgive. If you need to talk to a counselor, your pastor, a friend, that person, whoever it may be, man, just let that stuff go. Honestly, like, again, we ain't experts, but take it from two people who have had to forgive and had to be forgiven. Like, real talk. So
forgive yourself.
Yeah, forgive yourself. That's tough.
Like,
easier said than done.
People make mistakes.
Even you.
Yes. You listen to this at the end of the show. You made a mistake. Forgive yourself. Move on. All right,
man. We out.
All of y'all.
Deuces.